this fish tank, and today I'm going to give you a little update on the reef tank. And sorry for all of the micro bubbles in the water right now, but it's apparently because I just changed some water and stuff like that, so it's going to be like that for a few hours or something like that. However, let's talk about how it's going and what I just got. You can see over there my bicolor duddy bag. This guy is awesome. I really like him, and he's very active. He actually eats some of my bristle worms, which I'm really happy for, because I don't really think that bristle worms are very useful anyway. So they do eat leftover foods, but they get kind of disgusting when they get older. And the corals are doing fine as well. Although my Clodelia finger welder is covered with diatoms and green algae, and I don't know why. I don't know how it got that, because none of my other corals have got that much on its tentacles, but apparently this one has. I'm trying to see if I can get some seraph snails to eat it off, because else it's going to die very soon. Up here the frog spawn has, my peppermint shrimps have been eating of my frog spawn. Apparently I didn't actually know that, but peppermint shrimp actually have this like weird thing with frog spawns and other LPS called. Look at that duddy bag, he's awesome. Although peppermint shrimps have something with frog spawns that they really like, so they will search the frog spawn for food, and they'll tear it apart for food and stuff like that. But it ate off a head that is dying off, but the rest of the coral is doing fine though. Just look at that guy. Wow, he's really beautiful. I really like those pink, purple, and yellow colors. It's really pretty. He's the only fish I got because I want to be very careful, because I bought it from another fish store that is very good actually. It's a very good fish store. I looked at all of their fish, and all of them looked healthy. She actually said that she only sold her saltwater fish when they are like 2 weeks old at least. That makes sure that there's no parasites and no stress going around in the transporting and stuff like that, which is really good. And also she doesn't run UV sterilizing, because when UV sterilizing goes off and it kind of expires, parasites will go crazy, and some fish stores don't really know that. They don't really know a lot about UV sterilizing, and then they forget it, and parasites are just going to flourish in their tanks, and people are not going to be happy with the fish that they get, because they're going to die and they're going to get parasites and stuff like that. And the other fish stores that I bought from has been having one of those problems. They've always sold the fish right when they got them, which isn't really a good idea, to be honest, because the fish might get stressed because they have just been shipped from their natural environment. Then they got shipped to this fish store. Then they got the poison in them that they use to lay them to sleep and kind of like catch them. And then you transport it home to your aquarium, and then it's going to be so stressed that it's probably going to die, or it's going to get parasites, and it's not a really good thing. It's just going to crash the whole tank. Also I learned a new thing today from an old guy that has kept salt water for 35 years. I think it was 35 years. And he said that when you're acclimating your fish, you should be using the bag that you get it in. Find a fish store that you really trust, has good water quality, and know what they're doing. Then what you do is that you take the bag that you're acclimating the fish in, put it in your tank like it's going to acclimate to the temperature. Then you take a fork and put some holes in it, because it's going to be just as effective as drip acclimation. And I actually used it for this fish, and this guy is awesome. He really likes it, and he's fine and stuff like that. But the problem with drip acclimating is that the temperature can rise and fall all the time, and it's going to like stress the fish so much that actually it's one of the most dangerous things next to salinity is the temperature dropping, because if the temperature is going to drop, the thing is that is going to actually make their immune system much less stronger, because they're not used to those water parameters and they can't adapt so fast. And they basically, that slime coating that is on their scales and on their fins is going to go off, and that is the way that parasites can get into the fish. And parasites are always going to be in your tank. You can't avoid them. They're always going to be there. But it's just about getting healthy fish that really can avoid it, which is pretty important, guys. And this is the thing I wanted to tell you. Try that thing. If you got a good fish store that you trust the water parameters, you know the water parameter is good, they don't got any parasites or anything like that, or diseases or bad bacteria, use that fork method because it just works much better. The temperature is not going to drop in any way. It's going to stay at the right temperature as there's in your tank, and then the fish can also get a little bit more swimming space without being all crazy because he's in a bucket or something like that. And he also gets kind of a look on the tank, and he can look where the rocks are and where he can hide and stuff like that, which is very important, guys. So try that. I do trust that guy because he had salt water for 35 years. That is pretty crazy. He has tried everything probably, so I would trust him, and you know, that is just how it works. So other than that, I didn't get much else. I did move my green star polyps up to this spot right here, and it actually grows in a very, very rapid pace, and it's growing out over the rocks. And my plan is that it will grow all over the rocks right here. And then I'm going to get some SPS calls over here. There's a lot of water movement right there actually. Then I'm going to get maybe some Xenia, something like that, over here. I just love Xenia, but I haven't really found them yet. And then I'm going to get a Gorgonia right here that is going to point out towards here, like make a little sea fan thingy. And there's my dotty bag again. I really like this fish. After this video I'm going to feed him for the first time with some garlic soaked mysis shrimp, and he has already eaten a lot of bristle worms. I've seen him hunt them down and stuff like that, and that's good to see. So let's talk about the fish that I'm going to get in the future, because I've already planned it out. I'm going to get a yellowtail blue damselfish because they're very easy, they're very hardy, and I think they're really beautiful. Although they are a little bit aggressive, but I try to get a little bit more aggressive fish now that I got a dotty bag. Semi-aggressive fish, because then they can defend each other and stuff like that, and they won't really pick as much on each other, because you know there's not going to be some peaceful fish that just doesn't do anything. And the only peaceful fish that I'm really going to get are some clownfish. I'm of course going to get a clownfish pair. I already ordered one, actually kind of like a very, very, very small pair. They're very, very tiny, and I just thought that could be very funny to grow them from that size, and they look very healthy, and they already were paired up and stuff like that, so that's good. And what else? Oh yeah, I'm going to get a lawnmower blenny because I need to keep down the hair LDs. I mean, you know, I just gotta get a lawnmower blenny now, because I actually put this netting on right here to make sure that no fish were jumping out. It actually works very well. I got the idea from Mr. Saltwater Tank to put it on his tank, and my dad made it for me, and it works great. So that is good. And then I'm also sure that my dotty bag is not going to jump out because they're kind of jumpy. So yeah, I mean it's going great, and you know I can't wait to get more fish and stuff like that, and I'm going to do that in a couple of weeks. But first I want to see how it goes with this dotty bag, because you might get parasites or something like that, and I don't want that. So I'm going to see what I can do, guys, and yeah, so for now it looks good, looks healthy, and hope that Cladelia fingerlilla will come back again, or then I'm going to get some Ceres snails very soon. So yeah, see you guys in another video.